What is good, y'all? It's Mikey T, the movie star. I am back with a great breaking exclusive, a great piece of news for everybody that has been in tune with everything going on with ARAB in the last few weeks. You know what I mean? In the last few days, everything has really been amplified, you know what I mean? Because more people have actually been taking notice of what's happened with Ab. So I really appreciate everybody tuning in. It's your boy Mikey T, the movie star. I'm back with another major exclusive for you all. I'm back with the update that a lot of you guys have been waiting for the last 48 hours. A good piece of news to report about ARAB. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. So everyone out there that is watching, I want you guys to follow me on Instagram at Mikey T _ the movie star. Everybody who follows me based on this video, I will follow you guys back. You know what I'm saying? I want to read this before we get into everything today. This is a statement that ARAB made about our relationship based on, how long we've actually known each other. The fact that I met Dark Low in 2011 and I've been rocking with him ever since. In 2013, I was introduced to ARAB and we started shooting blogs, dope blogs that have actually ended up on the cover of MTV. You know what I mean? We've done videos that have done hundreds of thousands of views, but we've also done content that has landed on MTV. You know what I mean? Major shout out to Media Takeout for actually jumping on the news as well. As I said, shout out to Benny the Butcher. Shout out to DJ Vlad. Everybody supporting ARAB right now and reaching out and sending their best. Even Cassidy in our exclusive interview. But this is what ARAB said to me. He said, I share you all of my thoughts so you can share it with the world. CT showed me massive love, and that's actually where I'm from, you guys. I'm from Connecticut, actually. A lot of people might get that misunderstood about me being from Philadelphia. I get a lot of love in Philly, you know what I mean, from doing all my interviews in the past with guys like Gilly the Kid, you know what I mean, and like I said, building relationship with artists like Dark Low and ARAB and, you know what I mean, other artists out there as well. CT showed me massive love. I'll always have love for the entire Connecticut, as well as Boston. The whole New England area in general is what Ab said to me. Because, this is the area that actually showed him a lot of love. But Ab's getting a lot of love throughout the whole country right now. You know what I mean? Everyone, like I said, the situation is really getting amplified at this point to where everyone is getting knowledge of who ARAB is. Who some of the people that didn't get into who he was when he had built up from being with Cassidy to then forming a relationship with guys like Meek Mill to then going on to creating his own label, OBH. But like I said, today, you guys, we've got a major update from Ab himself. That's what I actually wanted to bring you guys because there's been a lot of talk about his medical treatment, what's been going on with him, his status as of right now. So that's what I actually wanted to come on here and address today, you guys. So I have an official update from ARAB on his status. This is what Ab actually had to say to me. So as early as Monday, Ab was still telling me he was sick as a dog. He was sick as a dog is what he's telling me. He's really going through it. But just tonight, Ab texted me and he said, Mike, he said, I'm trying to get better. He said, they have been giving me my medication since Saturday. That's the update that Ab had given me today, you guys. He says that he's trying to get better. I reached out to him. I said, Ab, how are you doing? How are you holding up? Everybody right now is on your side. You know what I mean? We're getting a lot of respect online. A lot of people are bringing awareness to your situation. And Ab told me that he is trying to get better. He's trying to get better. And that they have actually been giving him his medication since Saturday. So that's actually a relief, you guys. You know what I mean? That's a major relief to me to know that actually what we're doing, there's actually, you know what I mean? There's change happening. People are looking at ARAB's situation. They realize it's a serious one, you guys. It's not no baloney. You know what I mean? It's not a fugazi situation when it comes to ARAB and when it comes to his pre-existing medical conditions. I really appreciate all the people out there that are giving awareness to this video. Like Cassidy. Cassidy actually joined me in an exclusive interview, and he said that infections are one of the worst things in jail to actually be scared of. You know what I mean? The fact that you can get an infection and it wouldn't be tended to. He says a lot of people go in there and they'll come out with literally a chunk of their face missing because of, he said, there being spiders in CFCF. Now, Cassidy was not actually locked up in a federal jail. The case that he went through with AR Rab was a state case. I really appreciate Cassidy for actually enlightening me on that situation and bringing some awareness to AR Rab's situation. Y'all can check out that video. I'm going to put the link in the description here if you guys want to take a look at Cassidy actually speaking on AR Rab's situation. I also wanted to read the report that was put out on Media Takeout today. Media Takeout actually jumped on it and they started supporting Ab, and I really appreciate that. Like I said, DJ Vlad has been showing love. You got a number of artists out there showing love and just talking about it and spreading the word. You know what I mean? Because we don't need something tragic happening to AR Rab. You know what I mean? Like him not getting the proper, tended to properly as he should when he's going through this ordeal, when he's going through a situation where his body is starting to get hives. When somebody gets hives, you guys, what do? You're supposed to, you know what I mean, take care of that situation. And if you're going to leave the man stressing out, suffering like that, that's just not just. But let's get into this report by Media Takeout. Major salute to Media Takeout. They reported that Philadelphia rapper AR Rab was stabbed in prison, near death. Full details below. So Philadelphia rap star AR Rab was stabbed inside of the federal prison, Media Takeout News has learned. And as of right now, his condition is not known because according to reports, he is in the hole. Right, AR Rab had actually been sent to the hole. They're going to explain it here as we go down. Major salute to Media Takeout jumping on this story and showing love to AR Rab. You know what I mean? Because if a blog, like they say a lot of websites only show love when it's something negative happening, you know what I mean? To see Media Takeout actually show some love to Ab in this situation when he is in need, you know what I mean? And I don't mean in need of like album promotion or single promotion or, you know what I mean? Or just, it's just general awareness, and that's dope to see Media Takeout, your Media Takeouts and your Vlad TVs and your bigger artists like Benny the Butcher actually jumping on it and supporting. So the news was broken by YouTube blogger Mikey T the movie star. They actually wrote Mikey the movie star. Sometimes people mess it up, you know what I mean? Even French Montana and Casanova called me Mikey T the porno star at one point. But the news was broken by YouTube blogger Mikey T the movie star, who has close ties to the notorious AR Rab. And that's why I briefly explained at the beginning of this video my ties to AR Rab and how deep my relationship with AR Rab actually runs. I didn't mention to you guys about how I had brought Ab music production at some points, and another points Ab was actually listening to my partner and artist Majestic out of St. Louis, and right before he got taken in, he was going to do a joint for Majestic, and he was actually going to use a couple of the hooks. We actually had brought in records from Dame Grease as well. We were coming up with all different types of ideas. Salute my brother EC from Miami. He's actually from the Bronx, but living in Miami. He's working with Tory Lanez. You know what I mean? We were bringing ideas to the table, like with Dark Low. We were going to do a whole mixtape with EC and Dark Low. I was trying to bring a new side of beats to Dark Low, East Coast theme for Dark Low. You know what I mean? Change it up a little bit. But no, I'm just saying that to let you guys know I do have a relationship and do have close ties with these guys to where we would text each other at where, you know what I mean? I'd be like, yo, Ab, I would like you to come to the studio and check out some of these hooks that I did with my artist Majestic. You know what I mean? And things like that. We would really work together in a dope nature. You know what I mean? So the news was broken by YouTube blogger Mikey T, the movie star, who has close ties to the notorious AR Rab. According to Mikey, a man ran up on AR Rab while he was congregating with 4 of his friends and stuck with a shank. Mikey explained, from the statement I saw, which was the interview that Leak Moss did with Queen's Flip, major salute Queen's Flip, one of the dopest innovators in the game for sure. So that was from the interview that I actually saw, an interrogation interview. Media Takeout goes into that in a few minutes. But that was from the interview I saw on Queen's Flip, actually. Now, I had been given news from Ab directly that he was involved in a serious situation. A lot of you guys watching know that I've been talking with Ab through the text messages on a Fed available line that he has. You know what I mean? In the Feds, you actually have an ability to text people. So that's actually what I was doing with Ab, and he made me aware that something serious had happened to him that made him end up in the hole. So I didn't want to jump online and say, yo, guys, Ab got into a fight in jail, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? I didn't want to come on here and say that. And just like Ab isn't trying to jump online and report what happened to him like that. You know what I mean? Ab's not that type of dude. Ab is too honorable of a dude to jump on here and complain. That's not what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? But when you got a guy like me in your corner, obviously I'm going to come on here and I'm going to voice my concern about the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys know that I jumped online after Dark Low got locked up because enough is enough and it's time for a change, as the late Owen Hart said. You know what I mean? Enough is enough and it's time for a change. No more. Like, I'm not going to let OBH get railroaded. That's why I started doing this blog series. You know what I mean? To show that there is still hope for OBH. But, all right, so here we go. Mikey explained from the statement I saw, it seemed as though ARAB was on the phone making a call, and this guy who had lost his daughter was running around stabbing random people. ARAB, according to Mikey, was one of the people stabbed, and the stabbing seems serious. Well, it is serious if that stabbing is going to go unattended to and end up, being a wound that's just there, not being tended to, and then an infection occurs. And as I said before, learning in my interviews and learning just from basic knowledge, if an infection could become a serious thing. Mikey explained further, ARAB has pre-existing conditions, so the stabbing could affect him differently. ARAB was rushed to the hospital, according to Mikey, and eventually released, sent to the hole or solitary confinement. Mikey claims that it is typical protocol for anyone involved in an altercation, whether they are the aggressor or the victim. Again, that's what was said in the interview on the interrogation by Leek Moss. And, that's something that he would know a little bit better than me, having never been locked up. If anybody has that question, I haven't never been locked up, for more than a few hours. You know what I mean? So that's just a general thing right there about ARAB, who at one point was in the hole because he was in violation from what happened. But then he got out of the hole, went to the hospital, and was sent to the hole again, from my understanding. So now as Ab sits in solitary, his health is deteriorating. During a recent interview on the Interrogation Room, that's Queen's Flips channel, the rapper's brother, Leek Moss, said that his brother's health has taken a turn for the worse, and the staff at the Federal Detention Center, the FDC of Philadelphia, simply hasn't done enough. Right now, he's in a position where he can't walk at all, Leek said around the interview's 4-minute mark, but he's on a block with my brother and little cousin, so they're kind of taking care of him right now. As I had mentioned earlier, Ab had told me previously that his brother Free Mullahs, had actually been moved to his block. So he has a cousin and a brother on the same block. Apparently, they're actually bringing Ab food. They're making sure his sheets are changed, as Ab had said, that his sheets had to be changed 3 to 4 times a day due to all the blood. So this is definitely a crazy report. Major salute to Media Takeout for jumping on it, you know what I mean, and spreading the awareness about ARAB. But I just wanted to come on here and give you all basically an update on ARAB's current condition. Ab says at this point, he's trying to get better. They've been actually giving him his medication since Saturday, so we can all put our mind at ease in knowing that ARAB has actually been given his medication or some medication. Hopefully they can really get his body under control, because I don't want nothing to happen to ARAB just because he's in jail and he can't get the proper medical treatment. You know what I'm saying? Free ARAB all day. I appreciate everybody for tapping in for this exclusive update. I had to get here online and give it to you guys ASAP. You know what I mean? I didn't want to wait till tomorrow because, you know what I mean? I got the news tonight. You know what I mean? Tomorrow we got to act on something different. Tomorrow we got to keep building awareness towards ARAB and getting him out. You know what I mean? Because I feel like his situation is ridiculous when they let a man like Taz step on the stand. When they let Taz jump on that stand, excuse me, when they let Taz jump on the stand, it jeopardized the whole integrity of the case. It jeopardized the whole integrity of that case, and that's one of the main reasons that I think a whole retrial needs to happen. Without that absurd statement from somebody who is confessed and soon to be charged with multiple things. So screw that. You know what I mean? Screw that clout chaser trying to jump from dark low, you know what I mean, to OBH like that. You got to know your bounds. You know what I mean? You got to know your bounds. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. It's Mikey T, the movie star. Everybody that wants to follow me based on this video, I am going to follow you guys back. It's Mikey T _ the movie star. Respect to everybody for tuning in. If you want to come on the channel and do an exclusive interview, or if you want to jump on here and premiere a music video, let me know, man. I represent for the people out there, you know what I mean? The artists out there, the voiceless, you know what I mean? Like Ab said it, I'm the voice of the voiceless, man. Stay in tune with me, guys. Respect.